How bad were the 49er losses in 2023? Find out right now on the 49er underscore news 24 show. If you guys need to channel, subscribe, like the video, and let's go right into it. How this is going to work, I am going to rank all 5 49er losses from 1 to 5, 1 being the worst and 5 being the least. Not that bad, but not good at all because it is still a loss. So let's start ranking it. At number 5, I have the 49ers week 18 loss versus the LA Rams. The 49ers lost by 1 point because they decided to go for a 2-point conversion but did not get it. This one is at number 5 just because it is still a loss, like I said, but the 49ers really made the playoffs already. They were the number 1 seed in the NFC. This game did not mean a lot to them. As you guys see on the screen, Sam Darnold was their starting quarterback. Elijah Mitchell was starting at running back that game. He is a phenomenal running back, but he is no Christian McCaffrey. So the 49ers had their backups in this whole game, except for the first quarter. I think the starters played the first 3 drives. The starters were on a snap count, so this is at the number 5 spot for me on this year 49er loss list. At the number 4 spot, I have the 49er first loss of the season versus the Cleveland Browns. In Cleveland, the bad weather game that the 49ers played, we all knew that it might be a struggle for Brock Purdy playing in the rain, and it was a struggle for Brock Purdy. He only threw for 125 passing yards this game. He threw a touchdown, but also had thrown an interception this game. This was just an ugly game for the offense. Chris McCaffrey had 11 rushes, 43 yards. Jordan Mason had a rushing touchdown that game. Shout out to Jordan Mason. But this game was just a very sloppy offensive game. And on defense, it was a very, very tough defensive game also. The defense was doing a very good job, but just could not keep it going all game. The defense got fatigued at the end, and the Browns ended up winning this game 19-17 with a questionable defensive pass interference on Deshaun Gibson that I was very, very mad at the time when they made the call, and I still am very mad at it because it was not a flag in my opinion. But it is what it is. This is at the number 4 spot. At the number 3 spot, I have the 49ers loss to the Minnesota Vikings, their second loss of the season on Monday Night Football, where they lost to the Vikings 22-17. This was their second loss of the season. Brock Purdy had a very, very mid game this game. He threw 2 interceptions, but he also passed for 272. He also had some big rushes with his legs. He ran for 19 yards this game, but the defense is what killed the 49ers. The defense started off good. Tre'Davious Ward had an interception, and then right before halftime, we let Jordan Addison take the ball right from Tre'Davious Ward and score a touchdown on it. The defensive play calling by Steve Wilks was very questionable this game, hence why he is not the 49ers defensive coordinator going into 2024 to the 2025 regular season and the whole season. His playing call of that game was absolutely very, very questionable. A lot of man-on-man, a lot of blitzing, just like that last play I'm talking about, that Jordan Addison touchdown. It was a man-on-man with Tre'Davious Ward. I believe it was a blitz, actually. It was man-on-man for sure. I can't remember if it was blitz or not, but Tre'Davious Ward for Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison just took the ball from Tre'Davious Ward like he was a baby. This is at my number 3 spot. At the number 2 spot, I have the 49ers loss to the Cincinnati Bengals at home, where they lost 31-17 by a Joe Burrow masterclass in a Joe Mixon revenge game, welcome home game, whatever you want to call it. Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow absolutely cooked the 49ers. Joe Burrow had 283 passing yards with 3 passing touchdowns. Mixon had 87 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown on the 49ers. Jamar Chase also had 100 receiving yards and a touchdown with 10 catches. T. Higgins had 69 receiving yards versus the 49ers. Brock Purdy had 2 interceptions, and one of his interceptions, it was right to the linebacker. So this was a very, very tough game again for Brock Purdy. All these losses have been just games that Brock Purdy just gave away. He did have 365 passing yards and a passing touchdown, but the 2 interceptions were very, very crucial in this game, and the Bengals just steamrolled the 49ers. The 49ers really did not seem like they were in it at all, in my opinion, at this game. Kittle had 149 receiving yards, and Ayuk did have 109, and McCaffrey had a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown. I have this at the 2 spots. And at the number 1 spot, I have the 49ers loss on Monday Night Football versus the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas. This one is their worst loss in the regular season. The 49ers lost 33-19 to the Ravens. Christian McCaffrey had 103 rushing yards, with 1 rushing touchdown. Ayuk had 113 receiving yards, with Kittle also having 126 receiving yards this game. But this game was just a horrible game by Brock Purdy, a 4-interception day by Brock Purdy. He threw 255 yards. He got hurt at the end of this game. That Sam Darnold came in and threw 81 yards with a touchdown and a pick. But Lamar Jackson absolutely cooked the 49ers in this game. He had 252 passing yards with 2 passing touchdowns. He ran for 45 yards versus us. I feel like we did a very good job containing Lamar Jackson in this game, but it was just still a very, very tough game to watch on Christmas too, where the 49ers lost 33-19 to the Baltimore Ravens, and that was their worst loss in the 2023 regular season. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.